I came here by chance, actually. I was supposed to be going to, I'd gotten into Northwestern, and I was thinking about going there, but money had changed a lot of things, and I was also supposed to go to University of Wisconsin on a full scholarship for my poetry and music, but my dad had gotten a little ill, so I wanted to stay closer to him. So I chose this school. I chose Valpo without even coming to visit. I came here for like 5 minutes at an orientation, but I had to leave really quick for a show, so like, first time I experienced Valpo was the first day I moved in, and I tell you, it was a culture shock to see all of this. I never grew up in a city like this, and I've never been in a, in a place that's, it's not like faces. You don't have like faces around you. I grew up in a predominantly African-American environment and a predominantly Hispanic environment, so not having like faces and not having people you could relate to was very difficult. And then just the things that you considered norms, you realize aren't norms for other people. I understand what it means to be poor, and I understand what it means to struggle, and I understand what it means to, like, $5 is all you have for 2 weeks. I understand like those things. And this one girl was in Social 100 class, Social 101 class, and she said, poor people are just lazy in my eyes because they don't, they're just not working hard enough. There's opportunities around. That opened my eyes to say, wow, I'm in the wrong freaking place, because and I have a long way to go with a lot of people around me because they don't even understand anything. So what I'm sitting here chatting, and it made me not trust a lot of people, so I'm sitting here chatting with you, and you probably think, don't understand why I'm poor and don't understand why I don't have, many things, or understand my culture. When the police pulled me over my freshman year, officer, and it was on campus, and I was on my way to the gym to play ball. It was probably like 8 o'clock at night, and I didn't have my ID on me. I left it in my room, and first he didn't think I went to the university, and like he didn't really have a reason for pulling me over. He just looked around the car and then eventually tried to find something. I think he said like there was a exposed light underneath my car or something like that. Some BS, like, didn't make sense. And but yeah, he started talking to me. He was like, do you go here? It doesn't look like you go here, blah, blah, blah. And he said, he was asking about my vehicle and like, how I got such a nice car, you know what I mean? And surprised about it in a lot of ways. It really just bothered me, and didn't give me a ticket or anything, and never really, gave me a concrete reason why I was pulled over. Getting pulled over by the police and, them telling me how nice of a car I had. The reason why I bought such a nice car, even I had worked really hard throughout high school, and I got a car because I needed something to get around. Public transportation isn't reliable. But then there are certain things like that you take pride of, like from Hispanics' point of view, you take pride in like the vehicle that you drive. For the African American point of view, you take pride in the clothes that you wear. So when people question, the priorities that people have and why you buy certain things, that's something that people didn't understand. So when the cop pulled me over, he's like, why do you have such a nice car? Blah, blah, blah. If you're from here and from here, I'm like, maybe you don't understand, this is part of just how I value, success and how I value different things. So it was interesting because my freshman year, I got pulled over probably over 20 times my freshman year and never got a ticket for anything. I just kept getting pulled over within the city of Valparaiso and also on campus as well. So that was a different experience. It stopped happening after I started working in the marketing department, and I started, shaking people's hands, and people started to get to know me and know who I was, know my background, know my success and, my performance things, and found out that I wasn't just, I guess, their perception of what a mixed kid from the south side of Chicago is. After that, then people started being really nice to me. I can go shake the police chief's hand here, and they know me, and, anything I need, I can call them right away, and they'll help me out. But that's when it started to happen, is when I started to show ways, I guess, that I can help them, and show ways that and show them that I'm not, I don't know, whatever they want to perceive me as. I'm not mad about it because I know it's a part of life, and I know that there's certain obstacles and there are certain faces that you have to put on and certain roles that you have to play, and there are certain things that you have to do that may not make sense and not be, not even be right, but in order to progress, you have to do it. I know that, and I learned that at a very early age, so it doesn't really bother me as much. I think I've become really desensitized to it over the years.